Welcome to the video. In today's video, we are exploring an important and fascinating topic, Alzheimer's disease. Yes, Alzheimer's disease and the role of molecular imaging techniques to diagnose this disease. Okay, so the disease is Alzheimer's disease and the technique of imaging. You know, there are so many techniques available in the field of medical sciences, and out of those techniques only molecular imaging techniques are useful in the proper diagnosis of this disease. This Alzheimer's disease is also known as a silent killer of the brain. Yes, this is known as silent killer of the brain. And before the invention of such an imaging techniques, the only way to confirm about the Alzheimer's disease was through the post-mortem examination of the brain. Yes, only through the post-mortem examination of the brain, the disease could be confirmed before the invention of such technologies known as molecular imaging technologies. Such as, a PET scan is there, means a positron emission tomography scan. This is one kind of molecular imaging technique. Then SPECT is there, that means single photon emission tomography. Okay, before tomography, one word is there, computed. SPECT, single photon emission computed tomography, SPECT. And one more technique that is known to you is known as MRI or magnetic resonance imaging. So in all these techniques are able, means by using all these techniques you can see the disease at the molecular level. Not only normally what happens, by using other imaging techniques, structural changes are observed by the researchers and doctors in case of diseases. But by using such molecular imaging techniques, the biological processes involved in the diseases can easily be observed. Okay, biological processes at the molecular level can easily be observed by using such techniques. So together all these techniques are known as molecular imaging techniques. So for example, let's talk about only PET scan for Alzheimer's disease. Only PET scan means positron emission tomography scans. Already I have posted a video on this scan, on this imaging technique known as PET scan. Okay, a few months ago, this video was posted on the same YouTube channel. Anyway, so for example, we are talking about right now only PET scan for Alzheimer's disease. There are two hallmarks in case of Alzheimer's disease. One is amyloid plaques and another one is tau tangles. Both are considered as the hallmark of the disease. In case of Alzheimer's disease, what happens actually? There is a case of memory loss, problem in thinking. There is abnormal changes in the behavior. So these are observed in case of the patients of Alzheimer's disease. Means the patient's memory, thinking and behavior are affected by the presence of this disease. Okay, and by using such imaging techniques, we can, before the onset of the disease, means when the symptoms become apparent, long before that, the disease can be detected. And since the early detection is possible by using molecular imaging techniques, then early intervention by the doctors and researchers will become possible. And since early intervention is possible, then early treatment is possible. So this way, the progression of the disease can be slowed down and the quality of the life of those affected can be improved at ease. if the patients are undergone through such molecular imaging techniques. So main advantage is what? Early detection is possible even before the onset of the cognitive decline of the patients can be detected by using such techniques. So for example, we are talking about right now only PET scans. So what happens in case of PET scans? A tracer is injected, okay, and that tracer has an affinity to bind to specific proteins in the brain, such as amyloid plaques or amyloid deposits. Then tau tangles are there, means tau proteins. Tau is nothing but a protein. Tau is what actually? Tau is a protein which stabilizes the structure of neurons. And for this disease, Alzheimer's disease, if the patient is suffering from this disease, then what happens actually? There is a formation of tangles inside the neurons, and which may lead to cell death. So these tau proteins can be located and mapped by using such PET scan techniques, means by using those tracers. So tracers are injected into the patient's body, okay, and by using the system or the scanners, the tracers are located and mapped. So that way progression of the disease is observed accurately by the doctors and researchers. That means we can see the disease at the molecular level by using such imaging techniques. So in case of PET scan, tracers are injected and those tracers are observed. And they have the affinity to bind to specific proteins only, such as amyloid buildups, then tau proteins. Okay, so this is the way PET scans work or the molecular imaging techniques work. And if you want to go through the details of such scanning technologies, then individual videos, separate videos I have already made and posted to this channel. You can watch those videos to get a detailed discussion of each of the imaging techniques separately. Okay, here the primary focus of this discussion is to discuss about Alzheimer's disease and the use of such a technology in this field. Though still research is going on in this field to improve the quality of such scans, okay, and maybe in near future researchers be able to diagnose, means they may invent such a technology that will be able to diagnose the disease even before its onset, or more early than ever before, earlier than ever before. Anyway, so this was all about today's topic. The topic was Alzheimer's disease and its diagnosis technique, molecular imaging technique. This is the diagnosis technique used for the case of Alzheimer's disease. Anyway, birds are making sound outside, and that is disturbing me a lot in delivering my lecture. Okay. Anyway, so this was all about it, today's topic, and so this is the end of this video. Thank you for watching this video.